Hello, and thank you for joining me. I find myself here again this morning, just really wanting to share. Um, just share what is going on with me, what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. I just feel the call to share, to let others know that they're not alone, to know that the things they're thinking about, other people are thinking about, the things that they're struggling with, other people are struggling with right now. Right now, we are being called very loudly to embrace a new level of independence, a level of self-dependence that creates a trust in ourselves that says, I can do this. I don't need the reassurance of others. I don't need to know that I'm okay by asking someone else if I'm okay. I don't need to consider old opinions. We're feeling torn in half because what's happening right now is that we are challenging the old programming. And this programming solidified itself in our minds at a very, very early age. And these things are very deeply embedded in our very beings that say, you can't do it that way. It doesn't work that way. That's not how we do it. What if you don't, why would you do that? That's crazy. That doesn't make sense. And as we challenge this programming, we feel the resistance, and that resistance does not feel good. That's part of the programming. When you start to push against the programming pushes back to say, no, 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 you can't do that. That's how we stay programmed. If we can push into that discomfort, into that place that says, I don't know, and really begin to discover for ourselves, is that fear legit? Should I have something to be afraid of? Or have I just been programmed to stay dependent, to stay in this place where I know I don't belong? What I am finding and what I am finally embracing is that really the answers come in the present moment. They come in the choices that we are making each moment. Are we practicing discipline? Are we pushing through that resistance? Are we asking ourselves the questions? Are we being curious? Are we just shutting down? Are we pushing through? Are we depleting ourselves? Are we depleting other people? It's only in the present moment that we can truly analyze these things. It's as they're happening. But if I'm not being present, if I'm worried about what's to come or what has been, or I'm hungry, or I'm thirsty, or I'm distracted, or I'm anxious, it makes it impossible for me to be present. And without this presence, I cannot break the programming. And so I challenge you, when you're feeling this discomfort, get present. Take a deep breath. What is making you uncomfortable? What are the signs and signals that you're hearing? What are you feeling? How are you reacting to that? Why are you reacting that way? Is there a legitimate cause? Is it just bad programming? Is it time to start to notice this programming so that you can begin to catch it and begin to change it? If we can't notice it, we can't do anything about it. We're powerless to it. We can only gain control by noticing and making a different choice right now. I'm uncomfortable. I'm ready to notice why. When I notice why, I'm going to start to ask questions about that. Those questions are going to lead to behavior changes, to thought changes, to pattern changes, to breaking cycles, to implementing new behaviors, to breathing deeper, to paying attention, to asking for help that's helpful, for giving help to others that's helpful, and saying no when no needs to be said. All these things can only be done right now in the present moment. We're taught not to be present. It's in avoiding the present that we give away our power. Tomorrow's Independence Day. Are you ready to stand in your independent power and to take back what is yours by being present and being willing to make choices in each present moment and to be accountable for those choices and how they affect the life that you create for yourself? It's not easy, but neither is staying stuck and being miserable and depressed and confused. What are you choosing? What do you need to choose something different? How can you support yourself and a better choice? How can you build a support system? How can you be with people who are willing to hold themselves accountable, that are not wanting to drag you down, but that are lifting you up simply by fulfilling their own needs, that are lifting you up because you see them moving forward and you see that it's possible? How do we focus on the people and the things that give us momentum? How do we move from the familiar and still feel secure? The answer is different in every moment, which is why it is imperative we stay present. Take a deep breath. Notice how you feel. Notice if it's wanted or unwanted, and then decide how to move. Remember, you have the power to create this moment, and this moment will lead to all future moments. Find grace, find faith, relax, but don't stop. One moment at a time, the answers are finding you, and you're embracing them. That's all we can do. Namaste.